Today I bring to you the story of Clueless Ramesh. Clueless Ramesh is a client, of course the name is changed for confidentiality purposes, who came to me a couple of months ago, wanted me to draft for him an agreement to sell his property so that he could go and live somewhere else which would be more convenient for his family and his workplace. First and foremost, when I read the terms and conditions of the agreement to sell, which were of course drafted by the property builder who wanted to purchase his property, the terms were not that onerous, but small things which would otherwise escape his eye had to be brought by me to his attention. For example, in this particular case, the builder himself told Ramesh that that I will give you a place to stay, or I will give you the rent for you to be able to go and stay somewhere else till the time I build the property and till the time that I give you the rest of the sale consideration. Ramesh tells me this, but the builder does not include this as part of the agreement. So I make Ramesh write it down into the agreement itself, and that is something very, very crucial that so many people never do, because they will enter into an agreement and then they will say that there were certain XYZ other clauses or other considerations which were supposed to be part of the contract, but that was an oral understanding. The Evidence Act clearly bars even considering any such oral agreement, forget or oral term, forget about the aspect of whether you can go and prove it or not, whether it is whether it is doubtful or whether it is credible, the fact that you are saying, or maybe the intent of the parties could even show it. But the Evidence Act says that if there is a document which has recorded an agreement in writing between the parties, nothing else can come after it. Moving on, the deal unfortunately does not follow through because of the lockdown that we are going through. So again, Ramesh calls me up and says now the dealer wants to cancel the deal, and furthermore, the dealer is also demanding the money back. Should I just give the money back, because I also do not want to go ahead with the deal? And I again had to explain to Ramesh that if you return the money without again having an agreement, there will again be problems between the parties. The other person could claim damages, the other person could sue you for specific performance. If you are returning cash, then it becomes another big issue. And the final glory crown for Ramesh was the fact that Ramesh during this discussion told me that just 1 month and 4 days prior, approximately 34 days prior to me having this conversation with Ramesh, the checks that the builder had given as post-dated checks for the purpose of future payments had bounced. And when I heard this, I literally wanted to tear off my hair in frustration, and I had to explain calmly to Ramesh, not in such calm words, that we lost a great opportunity when these checks were bounced, because within 30 days of the bouncing of the check, within presentation of that check and it being dishonored, if you do not serve a legal notice upon the accused person, you do not have a remedy to file a complaint case, a criminal case against that person under section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act. And the only thing that Ramesh could tell me was, but I thought that anyways this was not going to happen, but I thought that blah, but I thought that blah. And the only thing that I had to explain to Ramesh was that he is young, that he has his whole life ahead of making business decisions, making personal decisions in which the law is involved ahead of him. If you suspect, or even if you don't, make it a habit to ask your lawyer about any potential thing that you might be getting into. In fact, I say build relationships with lawyers and perhaps even a couple of doctors is the most important thing a man can ever do. Let's not even discount accountants. I love these guys to death. Do not be clueless, Ramesh. Do things a little differently. Just don't go clueless into the world without backup, because this is a big bad world out there right now. Like, this is Clueless Ramesh. There are hundreds of Clueless Ramesh Rameshers that I deal with on such a regular basis, and it hurts me. Physically I feel the pain of these people when they show up, and just because of a small mistake here or there, they are now going to suffer consequences where they are in the right. Don't be Ramesh. Do not be Ramesh.